If you want something to play with, go and find yourself a toy. Baby, my time is too expensive, and I'm not a little boy. If you are serious, don't play with my heart. It makes me furious. But if you want me to love you, then baby I will. Honey, I will. You know that I will. Tell it like it is. Don't be ashamed. Let your conscience be your guide. But I know deep down inside of me, I believe that you love me. Forget your foolish pride. Life is too short to have sorrow. You may be here today and gone tomorrow. You might as well get what you want. So go on and live. Baby, go on and live. Tell it like it is. Tell it like it is. I'm nothing to play with. Go and find yourself a toy. Honey, my time is too expensive. So won't you tell it like it is? Tell it to my heart. Don't you hold
show.
This is the first ever Women in Technology Virtual Awards sponsor pre-show. I'm Deborah Breitfeld, the Executive Director for the New Mexico Technology Council.
And I'm Mary Tiemann, Membership Development Director.
And I'm Ava Montoya, our Marketing and Events Manager.
So let us just rewind for a moment. Back to March 2020, pre-COVID. We were so close. About a week away, had our event all prepared.
We had a lovely venue, tremendous support from our amazing sponsors, 6 amazing honorees, 2 scholarship recipients, table centerpieces. We were ready to celebrate.
Yep, 1 week prior to our lovely event, lights, camera, and action, and the event had to be postponed due to the COVID pandemic. And at that time, no one knew the situation would carry on well into the summer.
Boy, have things changed. We hope you're all doing well and your families are safe and healthy. How many of you color coordinate your mask with your outfits now? How many of you still dress professionally? Okay, well, at least from the top up. Wait, this is a Zoom call, right?
Yes, Debbie?
This is just like Zoom, yeah?
I thought this was a Zoom call.
What? Oh!
Oh my goodness, Zoom back up. This is supposed to be a Zoom call.
Oh, so this is how we dress now, right?
Yep, absolutely. Our changing world.
We may not be able to be with you today in person, but I assure you this will be an amazing program, and we are so glad that you're here with us.
This is the 12th annual Women in Technology Awards celebration, and we're thrilled to share some of the history of this outstanding event with you. Let's hear a word from our legacy leader and pioneer in women in technology, Lisa Atkins, as well as a look at Fat Pipe, where we are privileged to work. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Stuart Rose.
Hi, I'm Lisa Atkins, COO of Fat Pipe New Mexico, New Mexico's premier collaboration space. I've been involved with the New Mexico Tech Council since 2008 and celebrated every single year with the Women in Technology. Congratulations to the 2020 honorees, and thank you for your contributions, your leadership, and your commitment to STEM in New Mexico. We are so thankful to have you here, and I'm so happy to be here to celebrate you today.
Again, thank you, Lisa, and thank you, Fat Pipe. So this celebration does not and should not end today. We have an amazing Women in Technology peer group who has great year-round content. We're so grateful to have that group led by Sherry Clark, Renee Moya, Sue Ann Athens, Heidi Jackson, Hope McIntosh, and Tanya Chavez. We hope to see you at our next virtual happy hour, which we've been covering a number of topics from remote work tips to mindfulness and finances, so we hope to see you there.
And now we set aside this time to recognize our dedicated sponsors who highly value this event and honoring pioneer women in the STEM field and technology. The New Mexico Technology Council and this community thanks you for your support. We couldn't do what we do without you.
Since we cannot be together in person, this is your virtual exhibitor room. And we encourage you to share more about your company or your organization in the chat box. So guests, please feel free to ask questions and learn more about our sponsors today.
Ladies, before we move on, let's give a shout out and a big thank you to our sponsors who donated these lovely gifts to our gift bags for our honorees.
Terrific, thank you so much. So we're thrilled to have Comcast as our title sponsor for the Women in Technology event 2020. It wouldn't be possible for us to have the program without them, and we can't wait for you to hear more from them and our amazing keynote speaker, who we're just very honored to have participating today, Amy Lynch. And now, Workforce Solution has also provided us support And through the work of Sue Ann Athens, their CIO, we are pleased to welcome Cabinet Secretary Bill McCamley from New Mexico Department of Workforce Solutions.
Hi, I'm Bill McCamley, Secretary of the New Mexico Workforce Solutions Department. There has never been a time more critical than now to promote education, growth, empowerment, and employment through the information technology industry right here in our gorgeous state. Governor Lujan Grisham cares deeply about building a 21st century economy with diverse and robust revenue streams that keep New Mexicans employed. A strong economy means a better environment for New Mexico families. And that is why the core of our department's mission becomes really prevalent through the services we provide. We're here to build an economy with federal funding that can send individuals through courses offered by higher education. We're here to become more involved in our school systems across the state to promote STEM education with our young people. And we're here to create pathways to employers who are ready to hire in the IT industry and are looking to create new cutting-edge apprenticeship programs. According to the 2018 American Community Survey, 42% of full-time employees working in the IT technology industry in New Mexico were female. A significant number of them serve in our state government, dedicating themselves not just to STEM, but also to public service and making their communities better. I am extremely proud to work alongside one of these women who was a former Technology Council honoree and is our Chief Information Officer. Congratulations to all of the women who are being honored today with their outstanding contributions to our state with the work that you have done and will continue to do that will inspire women in the workforce both today and beyond. Congratulations again, well-earned honors. Keep up the good work.
Terrific. Thank you so much, Secretary McCamley. The City of Albuquerque has continued to be a strong partner with the New Mexico Technology Council. We are grateful for that partnership and thoroughly enjoy our working relationship with the Director of the Department of Technology, Brian Osterloh, and Mark Leach, his Deputy Director, along with their team. We are honored to work with them as they are doing incredible work transforming city services to be most beneficial for the citizens of Albuquerque, with that being their primary concern.
Now we have to give a huge thank you to Ambitions Consulting Group, who helped us produce our lovely program. They help us with printing and signage for all of our events and our organizational needs, but they do more than just that. They offer tons of consulting services from network consulting, IT management, litigation support, e-discovery, strategic management, and so much more. So thank you, Ambitions, for your continued support and patience with us as we get all of our event materials together. And we also have to thank, of course, Heritage Audiovisual, whose lovely warehouse we are in right now. I was a very stressed out event planner when we had to make the switch to virtual, and they made it very easy on me. It looks like virtual events are here to stay, so if you have any questions or needs, we would highly recommend you reach out to Heritage and let them help you as well. So thank you.
So thank you very much to our sponsor, Sempris and GTE. We are so grateful for your support. And now a word from Ashley.
Hello from all of us at GDT. We are so excited to partner with the New Mexico Technology Council to celebrate women in technology. I would like to congratulate our 2020 Women in Technology nominees, Dr. Carol Adkins, Sarah Boisbert, Dr. Sharon Sessions, Jill Myers, Kimball Seikakwaftua, and Karen Shiozaki. Thank you for continuing to be role models for all women in technology. We appreciate your dedication, and we cannot wait to share in your future success.
Thank you again, Sempris and GDT. Ladies, did you guys know that A&M is one of the fastest growing innovative IT consulting companies?
Did.
And now a word from A&M.
Congratulations, 2020 Women in Technology honorees. Hi, I'm Rebecca Bleicher, a Senior Solutions Architect and Collaboration Team Lead of Engineering at A&M. As a leader in providing innovative technology solutions and local services in the state of New Mexico, A&M is excited to celebrate and sponsor this annual event that recognizes women in New Mexico's STEM fields. From all of us at A&M, congratulations and thank you for your community contributions.
Artem Technologies. Artem is dedicated to providing you with extraordinary solutions to real-world and ordinary IT problems. They provide business continuity planning, IT infrastructure, network infrastructure, and remote network support. And now a short word from Artem.
So Facebook was founded in 2004. And their mission is to give people the power to build community and bring the world closer. We are so grateful to have Facebook in our community.
Hello, I'm Holly Davies, Community Development Regional Manager with Facebook. Facebook has been a part of New Mexico since 2016 when we broke ground on our Los Lunas data center. We love this state, and we're proud to be a sponsor of the New Mexico Women in Technology Awards. At Facebook, we're committed to playing a positive role in investing in the long-term vitality of Valencia County. Part of that investment is supporting STEM education in local schools and organizations, which we do through grants and volunteering. We appreciate that each of this year's award recipients share that commitment to mentorship and community impact, and we are so impressed with all that you do. Today, we're thrilled to help recognize your enormous contributions to the state. You are all terrific role models, especially to young girls who look at you and can see their future selves. Congratulations to each of you, and let's keep New Mexico moving forward together.
New Mexico Manufacturing Extension Partnership is a statewide assistance center dedicated to increasing the competitiveness of our state's small and mid-sized business. They are the premier solution provider to strengthen and grow New Mexico's manufacturing sector. And now a word from MEP.
Hello and good afternoon. I'm Jennifer Sinzaba, CEO with New Mexico Manufacturing Extension Partnership. On behalf of everyone here at New Mexico MEP, I'd like to extend our warmest congratulations to this year's Women in Technology honorees. We know there are women everywhere making incredible advances in our world, and I'd like to personally thank you for shaping our future of tomorrow with your technological discoveries.
Thank you again, MEP. Oracle, their mission is to help people see data in new ways, discover insights, unlock endless possibilities. They provide comprehensive solutions including artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and blockchain. Thank you very much, Oracle, for your support.
And now we're so glad to have a word from Marquita Baca of ABBA Technology. She is a wonderful member of the NMTC and adamant supporter of this event every year. She provides the lovely Nambe Awards that we are so happy to give our honorees. So thank you, Marquita, and now a word from her.
Hi there, this is Marquita Baca with ABBA Technologies. We're New Mexico's premier IT solutions provider. Today we want to give a shout out and congratulate the 2020 Women in Technology honorees. We're so proud of all of you and we thank you for your outstanding leadership and hard work. Congratulations.
Thank you again, Marquita, for everything you do for us and our honorees. Now we'd like to thank Aquila and Aruba. So Aquila is a cutting-edge IT management company, and Aruba delivers innovative solutions that harness data on the edge to drive powerful business outcomes. Thank you for your support of this event.
We repair computers for a great price.
We offer computer classes and individual training, remotely and in person.
We customize and implement Salesforce.
We embrace diversity in tech. The best solutions happen when we're all part of the discussion. We are Diverse IT.
Thank you so much to Diverse IT. They're doing wonderful programs here in New Mexico. If you're looking for fast, friendly computer services for a fair price, you need computer classes or training for your company, Diverse IT offers these services and more. If you've run into any new tech challenges as a result of your working remotely, we have tons of experts with us right now who can answer your questions in our chat box, so please feel free to submit any chats. And the New Mexico Economic Development Department. The mission of the department is to improve the lives of New Mexico families by increasing economic opportunities and providing a place for businesses to thrive. The New Mexico Economic Development Department staff, I've worked with them for 25, 30 years. Oh, I guess we're always not supposed to exactly say how old we are. But I have wonderful friends and colleagues that have worked on so many projects, working locally with the economic developers throughout rural New Mexico and throughout the state. Additionally, they do a lot of really incredible business retention and expansion work in our smaller communities. So thank you, NMEDD.
Hello everyone, I'm Renee Moya, Senior Vice President with Robert Half Technology and Board Member to New Mexico Tech Council. I am so very honored to be a Women in Tech honoree alumni and to have the opportunity to welcome these impressive ladies and to celebrate their accomplishments today. On behalf of Robert Half Technology, we are thrilled to be a sponsor of this year's Women in Tech Awards. As most of you know, Robert Half Technology is a leading provider of technology professionals throughout the world and here in New Mexico. Every day, my team and I work with local companies and with the best and brightest technology professionals in the state. It is without a doubt that diversity in the workplace, and in tech especially, is vital to a flourishing community. It's exciting to be a part of a community that embraces diversity. Albuquerque can not only boast one of the highest percentages of women in tech workforce, but one of the lowest gender pay gaps. Here at Robert Half, we are dedicated to diversity and empowering women in the workplace. Nearly 60% of our global workforce are women, and 40% of IT and engineering employs women. With that, along with Robert Half Technology, I'd like to congratulate the women being honored today, and thank you for your hard work and for the positive representation and path that you are paving for women in STEM today. Thank you and congratulations from Robert Half Technology. And remember, like a girl is a compliment.
Robert Half Technologies, ladies, they're building a happier workplace one job at a time. Let Robert Half Technologies help you find temporary or full-time professionals who fit your company and get tremendous satisfaction from working to solve your business challenges. It's time we all work happy.
Nice, that sounds great. So NMSU's Arrowhead Center. Arrowhead Center is an economic development engine for New Mexico. The NMSU, the state of New Mexico, and the Borderplex region. See, that's what happens when I take my glasses off. They are also the technology transfer and commercialization arm of NMSU, working with campus inventors and innovators to protect their work and ensure it reaches the broadest possible markets.
We're so grateful to Southwest Capital Bank, where relationships are the foundation that they have built Southwest Capital Bank on. That is why they are proud to be your long-term relationship bank. Thank you. And now a word from Southwest Capital Bank.
Hi, I'm Silver Brown. I'm the SVP of Operations and IT at Southwest Capital Bank. And we are proud to be a sponsor of the Women in Technology event, and we want to congratulate all of the honorees.
At Tech Systems, they are obsessed with technology. They believe it's the power that's changing everything. They are here to bring the most successful and innovative businesses, their expert teams, and support needed to thrive. Thank you, Tech Systems, for all you do for our local community. UNMIT's mission is to partner strategically with the community of New Mexico's flagship university to enable success without boundaries through innovative technologies and services aligned with its educational, research, and service missions. We are so honored to have the opportunity to work closely with UNM's CIO, Dwayne Arruti, and his team. Thank you.
We're always pleased to partner as well with CNM and CNM Ingenuity, and they are here to help. Through their IT programs and boot camps, they're doing tremendous work in the community college arena for citizens of the state of New Mexico. And now a word from CNM.
Hello, my name is Victor Leon. I am the Chief Information Officer for Central New Mexico Community College, the largest higher education institution in New Mexico in terms of undergraduate enrollment, with more than 23,000 students in our 2019 fall term. Together with CNM Ingenuity, our nonprofit enterprise arm of CNM, we are proud to serve our community by providing educational and training opportunities in key workforce areas such as technology and healthcare within our state. We are extremely proud to be a sponsor of the New Mexico Women in Technology Awards. Here at CNM, our vision, changing lives, building community, aligns perfectly with what each of this year's award recipients represents, making a positive impact in our local community while also serving as mentors and role models for others. We are incredibly impressed by your efforts and accomplishments. Congratulations to each of you, and thank you again for your contributions to keeping New Mexico moving forward.
Be sure and let us know in the chat if you have any questions about CNM or CNM Ingenuity programs. Another one of our great sponsors, First Citizens Bank. They have helped people do more with their money since 1898. And they have certainly grown a lot in the last few years. Building lifelong relationships that last for decades is their goal. First Citizens Bank should be your first choice when selecting a community bank.
Intentional finance. What difference could intentional finance make in your life? They can help you gain clarity and understanding about all aspects of your financial life, freeing up the time you spend wondering and worrying about the financial decisions you need to make. Drop a question in the chat, whether it's pandemic related or not. Ann is here and ready to give her expert advice. And now a word from Ann.
Hi, I'm Ann Schubert. I'm a financial advisor and co-owner of Intentional Finance, where I specialize in working with women in STEM. But I also have degrees in physics and spent 30 years in the defense industry, so I know the kinds of challenges women face working in the male-dominated world of technology. So I want to say thank you and congratulations to our 2020 WIT awardees for being such great role models for women thinking about going into the STEM fields.
So ladies, Kosh Solutions is more than just a service provider. They are your trusted business partner. Kosh Solutions is one of the leading IT companies in New Mexico and Colorado, providing computer consulting, computer networking, and IT outsourcing services. Thank you for your continued support, Kosh. And now, a word from our sponsor, Kosh.
Hi, I'm Cheyenne Rose. I'm an IT technician with Kosh Solutions. Kosh Solutions began in Las Cruces in 2005 and has grown to proudly serve all of New Mexico, Southern Colorado, and Southern California. We're committed in linking arms with the women of New Mexico by supporting the New Mexico Technology Council as well as the American Association of Women. The 2020 honorees are incredible role models whose stories have the power to inspire women of all ages to get involved in technology. The honorees show a wide range of paths into the tech field. We have an aerospace engineer, a CEO, a physicist, and a chief information officer, just to name a few. So, congratulations and thank you for all you do with the New Mexico's tech community.
Thank you, Cheyenne. Now we have to thank Loza & Loza, who's a nationally ranked mid-sized property and litigation law firm comprised of over 36 experienced patent and trademark attorneys all over the country. They're proud to be one of the top 100 patent law firms in the United States and ranked number 16 for their highly successful allowance rate. Thank you, Loza & Loza. And New Mexico Gas Company has successfully delivered a strategy for cleaner, affordable energy for more than a decade, working together safely as a team, continuously finding better ways of creating value for their shareholders, enabling innovation and growth in communities, and honoring their commitment to the environment. We appreciate you, New Mexico Gas Company.
Our utility companies are really just wonderful. They really support all of our efforts, tech-led economic development. We really appreciate that. And you'll hear a little bit more, but our board chair is from PNM Resources. PNM Resources is an investor-owned energy holding company based in Albuquerque who provides electricity and electric services in New Mexico and Texas through its two utilities, PNM and TNMP. Thank you, PNM, for your continued support of the New Mexico Technology Council. And here's a word from PNM.
PNM would like to congratulate the class of 2020 New Mexico Women in Technology honorees. What you've done is amazing. So thank you for your achievement in advancing technology throughout New Mexico and for being an advocate for STEM. Never miss an opportunity to shine.
Terrific, thank you. Rural sourcing, the case for domestic sourcing, there's no need to send your data, information, and work offshore. With traditional models, you're forced to deal with time zones, language barriers, cultural barriers, and delay. There's another option, and it's right here in the USA. And now here's more from rural sourcing.
I'm Margaret Bailey.
And I'm Mia Peterson.
RSI is proud to sponsor the 12th Annual Women in Tech Awards
And celebrate the accomplishments of New Mexico women in technology. Congratulations.
So the Rhodes Group is not just a software company. They're also one of our sponsors, and we're grateful for that. They are a healthcare company that brings together software for clinical, financial, and medical groups. And now a message from the Rhodes Group. Thank you again, Rhodes Group. Sabio Systems, it's all about matching the right people. So Sabio Systems, their mission is to find quality, talent, and highly sought after positions with Sabio service excellence and custom recruiting solutions. The best jobs are not always advertised to the public, making it difficult to uncover the true opportunities on your own. So thank you so much, Sabio Systems, for your support. True Health, insurance that lives up to its name. Built by New Mexican physicians for New Mexicans. They are working daily to improve benefits and lower costs on quality coverage. Let's hear from True Health New Mexico.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Epstein, CEO of True Health New Mexico, an innovative health insurance company here in New Mexico. We are proud members and supporters of the New Mexico Tech Council, and in particular today, we are delighted to be honoring the Women in Technology Award winners. We look forward to your continued great work and contribution to making New Mexico a great place to live. And thanks for all you do.
Thank you, Dr. Epstein. We're so grateful to have the support of Unite Private Networks, who provides high-bandwidth, fiber-based communications networks and services to schools, governments, carriers, data centers, hospitals, and enterprise business customers across a 21-state service area. Again, we're so incredibly thankful to have them here in our state and for all the work they do to keep us connected. Thank you, UPN. And UNM School of Engineering. So the University of New Mexico School of Engineering combines excellence in academic programs with research that addresses global challenges, a commitment to help students succeed, and a thriving culture of innovation that contributes to local and national development. Thank you for contributing to our local women in STEM workforce and all that you do to develop the next generation.
Versatile Med, the ever-evolving world of healthcare and data analytics, where they support health insurers, hospitals, associations, and state agencies who are responsible for managing program costs. They specialize in data dashboards, data-driven KPIs, on-demand analysis, support resources, and healthcare analytics training. We are pleased to have a word from Versatile Med, a female-led company.
Hi, I'm Angelica Brunke, CEO of Versatile Med Analytics, a women and minority-led healthcare analytics company headquartered here in New Mexico.
Congratulations to all the honorees. We are proud to sponsor such an important tradition. We're VMA.
We support women in technology.
That was wonderful. What a great array of videos and messages we've had to share with you today. And a final one, of course, we always receive wonderful support from Sandia National Laboratories. National security is their business. Sandia applies science to help detect, repel, and mitigate threats, and has been here for over 70 years. A strong science, technology, and engineering foundation enables Sandia's mission through a capable research staff working on forefront of innovation, collaborative research with universities and companies, and discretionary research projects with significant potential impact. Over the years, Sandia has been a strong supporter of women in technology as they've continued to grow that workforce sector for that duration of time. It's always wonderful when I run into an engineer at even my mom's assisted living facility, and she says, I was an engineer at Sandia. And I said, really? She goes, yeah, I started working there in 1963. So the stories in support of Sandia continues, and it's wonderful. Again, we really want to take the time, and that's what we did, to thank all of our sponsors. Again, it's really, just not the fact that they support our organization, they support our women in technology, which of course is very significant, but it's just the people that we get to work with and that we get the opportunity to interact with. It's really the members that represent the New Mexico Technology Council, and we're proud to be a part of that. Thank you again, and now we hope you will grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and enjoy the 12th Annual Women in Technology Awards celebration. But now for a wardrobe change really quick.
Good morning and welcome to the New Mexico Technologies Council's 12th Annual Celebration Honoring Women in Technology. I'm Sheila Mendez, the Chairwoman for the New Mexico Technology Council and Director of Operations Technology and the Portfolio Program Management Office at PNM Resources. On behalf of myself and our board and our staff, we thank you for taking the time to be with us virtually as we celebrate and honor these amazing women in technology. We have a really great event stored for you. This year's theme is Never Miss an Opportunity to Shine, and was inspired by the incredible achievements and the contributions from our very own awardees. These women have shined in all respective fields of their area, and they have created opportunities for other people to shine as well through their own management, their mentoring, and their ability to speak about STEM technologies. We know that the level of talent here in New Mexico is second to none, and this event is just one opportunity to be able to share their phenomenal achievements and their determination with you. We are excited to share these dynamic women and showcase them for you. They're in business, whether they're in research or academia, because not only are they helping us shape our world, but they're laying the very foundations that are needed for our future generations to thrive and succeed. Today, by highlighting the very work done by women in New Mexico's wider technology community, we might inspire all women to take action and take control and charge of their own destiny and choose the best possible path for them, to aim high and to definitely refuse any limitations by old expectations. By making use of our best talents, we can maximize the opportunities for innovation and growth. And these exceptional women that we're recognizing here today are helping unlock those very possibilities. In addition to our award ceremony, we are very excited to be able to share with you and award 2 scholarships, that's 2 this year, to some really amazing women who are advancing their career in STEM. A number of people have taken a lot of time and effort in putting this event together, and I would be remiss if I didn't take time to recognize them. So first, I'd like to thank our Board of Directors for the New Mexico Technology Council, our Women in Technology Planning Committee, our Women in Technology Award and Scholarship Judges, and past New Mexico Technology Women in Technology awardees. Thank you. Now, this year's program and scholarship funds are provided by the generous support of our community sponsors and our sponsors for this particular event. We know there's a lot of events, and they're all very important, and none of those events can go without a hitch, without those generous support. But just like you, and just like us and our sponsors, this is very personal to us when it comes to technology and growing it here in New Mexico. And so we hope that you consider that when you look at these amazing sponsors that flash by our screen, so that you can also join us in this celebration. I'd like to take some time to thank our top sponsors today, starting with our diamond sponsor, Comcast. Our scholarship sponsors, Nusenda and Isaka, She Leads Tech. Silver sponsors, City of Albuquerque and Ambitions. Bronze sponsors, Semperis, GDT, A&M, Artem, New Mexico Manufacturing Extension Partnership, Facebook, and Oracle. Please give a virtual round of applause for all these great sponsors and tell them thank you. Additionally, on behalf of our Board of Directors and our staff, the New Mexico Technology Council would like to thank all community partners and members. We diligently work to ensure that New Mexico Technology Council, we represent a very diverse and innovative membership. And again, I thank you for taking the time to be with us here today virtually. Now, it is my pleasure to be able to introduce our Executive Director for the New Mexico Technology Council, Deborah Brightfield.
Thank you so much, Sheila. Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us for our first ever virtual Women in Technology celebration. I hope you are all doing well and staying strong and sane during this very transitional time in our lives. Since we couldn't all come together in person, we wanted to bring the stage to you. We are thrilled to have the opportunity to continue this annual celebration, recognizing and honoring the achievements of trailblazing, brilliant, and inspiring women in New Mexico. So speaking of an amazing woman in technology and former WIT honoree, it is my pleasure and privilege to work with Sheila Mendez from PNM, and who has been our current chair for the last year and a half. She is an amazing leader with a career in technology, keeping our lights on. A technology and business strategic senior leader with PNM Resources, her forward vision of delivering innovative, effective, and value IT solutions and services have created an accomplished career in the IT sector. Thank you, Sheila, for your leadership for the NMTC. We very much appreciate it. Again, I would also like to thank our wonderful Board of Directors. We're very privileged to have a diverse group of individuals and community leaders help with our organization, and of course our community partners and members and sponsors and supporters of the Women in Technology celebration. New Mexico Technology Council is a member-led organization with a focus on highlighting technology across industry sectors, providing professional development, workforce development support, as well as public policy advocacy. At this time, I'd like to recognize our Sapphire sponsors, but first I'd like to thank Heritage Audio Visual for their help and support in the production of this effort as we're all adjusting to going virtual. They've been just wonderful. Our Sapphire sponsors include ABBA Technologies, Aquila and Aruba, Arrowhead Center, Diverse IT, New Mexico Economic Development, Robert Half Technologies, Southwest Capital Bank, Tech Systems, and UNMIT. A couple more amazing women I have to note before we get started with our program, and special recognition that I'd like to offer are my wonderful colleagues at NMTC. Mary Tiemann is our Community Relations and Membership Development Manager. Stand, Mary, and wave and be recognized. And also Ava Montoya, our Marketing and Events Manager. They've both done a terrific job continuing the mission and the focus of the New Mexico Technology. Thank you both for your hard work and dedication to the New Mexico Technology Council. And with that, we'll begin our program. We are honored to have Comcast as our diamond sponsor for this year's Women in Technology celebration. Comcast has been a strong supporter of the New Mexico Technology Council for many years, including as the founding supporter of our annual event, Experience IT. Comcast's impact locally goes far beyond just the Tech Council, so let us learn a little bit more about Comcast New Mexico.
Every day, Comcast helps our customers stay connected to what matters most. Our 680 employees call New Mexico home and work to create positive change in each person, community, and organization they touch. And we are proud to be a part of New Mexico's growing economy, providing solutions for businesses large and small, while offering rewarding careers in a variety of fields. Despite everything that's changed, one thing hasn't: Comcast's commitment to investing in our communities. We have not wavered in response to COVID-19. In fact, we're inspired to do more. One of the many ways we are showing our commitment is by offering our Internet Essentials program free for 60 days to new customers through the end of the year. And we will continue to keep our outdoor and small business Xfinity Wi-Fi hotspots open and free to everyone for the rest of 2020. If anything, these days have reminded us how important the services we provide are. Rest assured that our engineers will continue to work 24/7 to support our network operations and ensure reliability. As we move forward together, please note that Comcast's top priority is always to keep our customers and employees safe and connected to what matters most.
And now for our keynote speaker today. From the moment I read the Comcast press release announcing Amy Lynch as the new Senior Vice President of the Mountain West region, I immediately wanted her as our keynote speaker for our Women in Technology celebration. So I reached out to our wonderful local Comcast partners to see if they could help us have her as part of our program. I'm so pleased and grateful they were able to make it happen. Ms. Lynch was named by 425 magazine as one of 5 women to watch in 2018. They started the announcement with, "The tapestry of our workforce was built on women who were dedicated to moving the needle forward and making America stronger and more adaptable for the next generation. Our women to watch are grounded in as change makers who weren't satisfied with the status quo." She was recognized for a reason. Her accomplishments and willingness to share her experiences are truly inspirational, and she is a trailblazer and role model, demonstrating courage, resilience, and introspection to grow a successful career as a woman in technology. Her region serves more than 2 million residential customers and 154,000 business customers. With more than 3,200 employees, Ms. Lynch is responsible for technical operations, engineering, business operations, marketing, external affairs, human resources, and the overall financial health of the Mountain West region. She is a New England native and holds a bachelor's degree from the University of Connecticut and leadership certificates from Dartmouth, Tuck School of Business, and Harvard. Ms. Lynch is an active member of Women in Technology International, Society of Cable Television Engineers, and Women in Cable Telecommunications. It is with great pleasure and gratitude to welcome Amy Lynch.
It's a pleasure to be here with you today. These are certainly unprecedented times. And when Julianne Ferris asked me to speak, I was humbled by the invite and excited about the chance to connect and celebrate women in technology. As a fellow technologist, I care deeply about advancing the conversation and opportunities for diversity, inclusion, and equity in our communities and workplace. I also know how serious New Mexico is on this topic, knowing that Albuquerque is named a top 5 city for women in tech, along with one of the highest percentages of women in the tech workforce. Notable women in leadership in Albuquerque and New Mexico include our first Hispanic Democratic Governor, Lujan Grisham, first female CAO of the City of Albuquerque, Sarita Nair, and first female Economic Development Director, City of Albuquerque, Cynthia Jaramillo. The New Mexico Technology Council has led by example for women in their top leadership. I also know there are some pretty amazing young leaders as part of the New Mexico Technology Council. As I reflect on my career, I thought I'd share 3 things I've learned along my journey that may help or inspire you. I've been in the media and technology industry for 25 years now, and as Senior Vice President for one of Comcast's largest operating regions, I can tell you my journey has been rewarding, yet it has not been without challenges or disappointments. I started years ago in New England working for a small media and tech company before it was cool. I started in the finance department as an intern, as the only woman. It was there where I learned one of the most important lessons of my career. We are the architects of our future, and you are the one you've been waiting for. So what have you been saying to yourself? I know for me, as I began my career, the narrative I formed about my skills, my ability, my perceived opportunity was that I was never enough. As the only woman in some of these professional circles, I would put my head down, do the work well, and hope my work spoke for itself. The narrative I told myself was I was not ready for the next project or the next promotion, and as a result, projects came and went to others despite how hard I worked. It was not until I got enough courage to ask my boss at the time, why does he get all the assignments? And do you know what my boss said to me? He said, because he asked. What's important to you, he said. What are you training for professionally? Pause. Cue awkward silence in that moment. That wasn't a question I was prepared for. You mean I get a say in all of this? My development, I thought. I was waiting for someone to be the architect to design my future. While I was getting satisfaction at the illusionary sense of progress, at having checked off some trifle task, I had failed to appear above the immediate task to see where I was headed. I failed to cast my intention for what I wanted. Well, on one hand, it was exciting and empowering to know and realize that I am the architect of my own destiny and development. On the other hand, it was terrifying with a level of anxiety that I bear this responsibility. The initiative and responsibility to build my future is mine, as it is with you. It is no fun to look in the mirror and find the source of your frustration oftentimes is you. And as that young intern designing my future, I immediately put together a learning manifesto of what I wanted for me. The skills, experiences, things I was interested in. I immediately put pen to paper and wrote down my goals for myself. I learned it then, and I do it every single year. I answer the questions. What do I want for myself? What new goal would be meaningful for me? And what am I excited about learning and giving back? By deeply contemplating higher aims, it has truly energized me to pursue them each year. And I would highly recommend you do the same, to take a pen, put it to paper, and develop your own personal manifesto. It's a plan with effort. No one will really make the time for your development but you. You can be the architect of your future, and you can be the one you are waiting for. It's important for women not to self-select themselves out of leadership positions, rather select themselves in, and for us to build a culture that encourages them to raise their hand. I would encourage you all to talk to managers about new opportunities. Raise your hands to be on new projects, even if it's out of your comfort zone, to expose yourself to different people and insights. The second thing I've learned along my journey, the best leaders are the best learners. Just because you start in one discipline does not mean you have to finish there. I've read Sheryl Sandberg's book, and she compares her career to a jungle gym versus a ladder, and I would agree. I started in finance, and from the beginning, I knew my calling was not finance. I didn't enjoy it. So then I took a chance and I applied for a role in marketing to learn more about that discipline. And over the course of years, I really enjoyed learning and leading in the marketing space. Still, I had a continued curiosity to understand the more technical aspects of the business. And so after years in the marketing discipline, I made the leap and the purposeful choice to pursue engineering and technical operations. I went back to school, took engineering classes, read as much as I could, and still do about tech trends. I love working for Comcast, and I love the opportunities that this company offers across all disciplines. I was fortunate to have someone who believed in me, who gave me a chance to get into operations. He said, your attitude and your effort will enable you to close the gap over time on what you don't know. I took a lateral role, managed a smaller team on the engineering and operations side, just to learn technical operations and to round out my cube. I believe there are two forms of compensation, experience and money. And I will tell you, it was work, but it didn't feel like work because I had realized my true calling. For me, leading people, helping Comcast to innovate and improve processes, and connecting people to what's important in their lives is a privilege and a calling. I love what I do. Do you? I have known many people who over their life had made transitions or changes to new roles and careers, who have thrived and flourished. And I will tell you, it's never too late. What are you waiting for? Time is one of the things we'll never get back, and change is constant. And if there's one thing we should all be doing is approaching life with a curious intent to learn about people, places, products, whatever interests you. You never know where it can take you. Learning will open doors, reveal new opportunities for you, and expand your career. It has for me. It's been a journey for me in media and technology over the course of my career. And I've found my greatest work does not come from my individual contributions, but rather my most satisfying moments come from seeing those that I have taught and mentored over time succeed. The most important lesson I've learned is we rise by lifting others. Pull people up with you, network, sponsor associates, and teach others. Be the shoulders for other women to stand on. It's truly inspiring for me to see talent in our organization like Julianne, Erin, Erica, and Yvonne thrive. As women leaders, we have a responsibility to teach, inspire greatness, and be the shoulders for other women to stand on. Each of us serves as a living example to each other. Our character and conduct can cast a bright glow of greatness in service to the far corners of our influence. I've been the benefactor of several great leaders and mentors. I've learned that mentoring is like a boomerang. What you give to others multiplies and comes back to you in many forms. I've learned as much from those that I've mentored over time than those have learned from me. So I would encourage you to connect, get involved, teach, find an organization or an outlet to help you broaden your reach and have influence. One of my favorite philosophers, Rumi, said, "Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I'm wise, so I'm changing myself." You and I are always at choice. We can either listen to those that discourage us and use their excuses for not trying to live our dreams, connect, or succeed. Or we can listen to our hearts, press on, learn, change, mentor, and strive for greatness. It seems like an easy choice to me. How about for you?
Hi, Amy. Thank you so much for taking my question. My name is Nina Montoya, and I am originally from New Mexico, but currently I am studying at the University of Pennsylvania, pursuing a PhD in microbiology, virology, and parasitology, with a special focus on bacterial pathogenesis. I'm curious to know, what unique traits do women bring to leadership, and how does that show up in your leadership style?
Great question, Nina. And by the way, I love what you're studying too, such an interesting field. The way I would answer that is I think women by nature are curious, we're great teachers, and we're also nurturers. And the way that shows up in my leadership style is I like to be a teacher, a coach, and I always like to assume good intent and to bring our team along with us and nurture them so that we continue to get better and that they continue to learn.
My question is, historically women have not had equal representation in their careers or either in leadership positions, specifically in the technology industry. How have you navigated that in your career?
Great question. I've really tried to navigate this through ensuring that I have good resources and people to reach out to. I have what I call my board of directors, which are people that I admire and that I get a lot of great information and advice from. And oftentimes they could be male or female. I'll reach out to them for challenges or things that I'm struggling with to get advice either on my career or even on problems within the workplace that I'm facing. It's always nice to have people that I can reach out to for information, ideas, sponsorship, and a lot of times support.
Hi Amy, my name is Bethany Grunig. I'm planning to go to New Mexico Tech in the fall to pursue my career in STEM, and I was wondering, what are some tips or advice that you wish you would have given yourself as you were pursuing that career in STEM?
Great question, Bethany. Thank you, and also congratulations. I'm excited for you and the journey you're about to embark on. I think for me, the thing that I would have told my younger self is go with your gut, don't second guess yourself, and surround yourself with people that will support you, people that will buy into your dream, give you great advice, and continue to support you along your journey.
Hi Amy, thanks so much for taking my question. My name is Ana Maria Perez and I am an incoming freshman at Harvard University who plans on studying mathematics. I have been working in pure math research for the past couple of years, and so as a woman in STEM, I was really curious, what are some of the biggest obstacles you have faced in your career? Biggest obstacles, biggest barriers? If you could just elaborate on that, please. Thank you.
Wow, another great question. Thanks, Ana Maria. And also congratulations on getting into Harvard. That's pretty amazing. Well, I would tell you one of the obstacles I've had through the course of my career was people wanting to label who I was and my strengths and weaknesses. And certainly for me, along my career, it's been a learning journey. And so what I have found to be most helpful is to gather feedback around my strengths and opportunities, but also to ensure that I'm able to grow out of labels by continued learning.
We're thrilled now to present the 12th Annual Women in Technology Awards and hear from our honorees. The New Mexico Technology Council received 49 nominations this year in recognition of the best women, leaders, entrepreneurs, teachers, innovators, and community builders in technology here in our state. After carefully reviewing all the applications and supporting materials, our judges selected 6 deserving women to be recognized this year. Nominees were evaluated based on the following criteria: outstanding work in the technology profession, volunteer and community service, exemplification of an entrepreneurial spirit, and active mentorship of other women. The New Mexico Technology Council is grateful to the prior WIT Award winners who served on the judging committee. Adapting and creating innovative solutions in a complex and changing world are common themes among this year's awardees, as is mentoring other women and giving back to the community. All of these have devoted significant time to mentoring and professional development for young women, students, or early stage professionals, creating opportunities and serving as inspirations for future generations of women in STEM. I am proud, inspired, and humbled to introduce our honorees with the help of my colleague, Mary Tiemann, NMTC's Community Relations and Membership Development Director.
Thank you, Deborah. It is truly an honor to introduce our first honoree. Dr. Carol Adkins is the Director of Energy, Earth, and Complex Systems Center at Sandia National Laboratories. She has an extraordinary and impressive background and currently provides leadership for Sandia's applied energy, grid, and geoscience research and development programs. Carol's advocacy efforts on behalf of women in STEM began when she served as president of UNM's American Institute of Chemical Engineers chapter as an undergrad. Carol remains committed and passionate about supporting women, even in her role at Sandia, as she now serves as co-chair of the Women's Action Network. Carol has a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering from the University of New Mexico and is a National Science Foundation Fellow at the California Institute of Technology, where she received her PhD in chemical engineering. In 2015, the University of New Mexico School of Engineering presented Carol with a Distinguished Alumni Award. Truly inspired by her mother, Carol's daughter is also a chemical engineer. Please help us congratulate Dr. Carol Adkins.
For us as women, I think we need to be more willing to use the word I appropriately instead of we. And we need to be comfortable to say, I did this. I'm Carol Adkins. I'm the director of the Energy and Earth Systems Center at Sandia. I am also the program director for Sandia's applied energy programs. And in that role, we do nuclear energy, the grid, renewable energy. We work in a variety of those areas. And frankly, that's what I find appealing about working at Sandia. Over the course of a 30-plus year career, which is where I am, you can have multiple careers. So I think if we keep learning, we stay energized, and it keeps us young. I think one of the most powerful lessons I've learned is that what people bring to the team from their respective fields is invaluable. I mean, as engineers, we like to think, oh, we can do everything. And the answer is that every field has its own set of expertise, and we need to value that and what they bring to the team. Should women have to act like men? And I think the answer is no. Those of us who started our careers earlier probably had to work and behave more like men just to survive. And so once we get a larger percentage of women in the workforce, it's safer for us all to just be ourselves. And so I think it's something we just need to be conscious of. As I think Harry Potter's Mad-Eye Moody would say, constant vigilance is required. I'd like to thank the New Mexico Technology Council for this 2020 Women in Technology Award. Thank you, it's very nice. I'd also like to thank the women at Sandia who nominated me. Thank you also. And I'd also like to thank my family, Doug, my husband, Emily, and Jeremy, my kids, all of whom are in technology. And thank you very much for putting up with me over the years, the random long hours, the traveling. Thanks. We made it work, and I think we can do this. Women can be in technology, have families, if we all work together. And that's something I've been thinking a lot about in this time, this very interesting time we're living in. I think a lot of people think of science and technology as sort of a solitary pursuit. Sometimes the stereotypical science and scientist in a lab. And that's not at all, I think, what I've experienced over the last 30 years I've worked at Sandia. Science and technology is a very collaborative effort. It takes people of all different kinds working together, all different skill sets, the business people working with us, the project managers, the scientists, the technologists, all working together to achieve an end. And that's what science and technology is about. And New Mexico is a great place to do that. This is my home, and I think we need to do whatever we can to bring more technology to the state and help our young students, our women, understand what a wonderful career it can be and how you can get such satisfaction and yet still have all of the other parts of your life that are important to each and every one of us. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Please stay well, everybody. I think indeed it will be technology that'll help us work our way through this, and take care of yourselves. Thank you.
Sarah Bovair is the founder and CEO of Fab Lab Hub, located in Santa Fe. She has over 30 years experience that bridges workforce training and advanced manufacturing. She's the co-founder of Potomac Photonics Incorporated in Baltimore, Maryland, where she joined to commercialize a laser. At Sarah's company, which employs over 2,000 people, through a venture with a British manufacturer, she fostered women in technology through female-specific mentoring programs that saw a 30% increase in female STEM employees in her company. Sarah founded Fab Lab Hub as part of the Fab Lab network based at MIT in order to foster entrepreneurship, STEM education, and workforce training in digital fabrication and manufacturing skills. In Santa Fe, she operates 2 Fab Labs that support paid internships in residence programs and contract manufacturing services. She founded the New Collar Network and with 10 other Fab Labs to bring digital badges to education organizations in North America. Sarah was recently quoted saying, "It is much easier now to work in the digital fabrication technology than 30 years ago. At least now there are other women in additives." It is our pleasure to honor the outstanding achievements of Sarah Bovair.
I really think the most gratifying work has been bringing digital skills to a wide range of people through training programs that allow them to discover a world that they didn't know existed. Hello, I'm Sarah Bovair, and I am the CEO and founder of Fab Lab Hub and the nonprofit New Color Network. The coronavirus gave us an opportunity to pivot, and we worked with MIT and delivered 10,000 face shields to the Navajo Nation and to Pueblos. Our big project right now, we have funding from LANL to create mobile hand washing stations for the Navajo Nation. So those are the kinds of things that I think are how technology can really change the world. I would like to see our industry really focus on bringing training programs to workers, because then we could bring back the middle class. I think we need increased emphasis on mentors. We need to expose people to the opportunities that there are. I think that much more of our industry is concerned about really making the world a better place, and we all should have our dreams encouraged, and life is about dreaming and making those dreams come true.
Thank you so very much to the New Mexico Technology Council for this very, very fabulous award. I'm just thrilled to be part of this group of women who are leading the way in technology in the state. I'd also like to thank the staff who have done an extraordinary job putting this event together during a virtual time and having to pivot and make this event really special for us, and thank you for doing that. I'd also like to mention Stacy Sako at UNM, who was kind enough to nominate me for this award. But the award really should go to my team. Hank Weichel, our lab manager in Santa Fe, really keeps our shop running and works very closely with our customers. We have customers who are in Santa Fe, like Maita Cardenas, who is a jewelry designer for whom we 3D print molds for things like my ring. But we also have customers around the country and are able to export our advanced manufacturing products. The special part, though, is our internship program and our digital badge training program. So we have a nonprofit arm that has developed a micro certification program for new-collar job skills for these new jobs that involve technologies like 3D printing and AI and robotics. And it's ubiquitous now. It's across industries, and we have to be sure that our people are trained and able to meet those challenges in New Mexico. Thank you again so very much for the very, very beautiful Nambe tray that I'm fully expecting to look at every day on my desk and think of this great group. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mary. Our next honoree is Jill Myers. She's an aviation consultant with Myers Aero Consulting and the current CEO for Fat Pipe Air. Jill has been an innovator with the aviation aerospace industry for over 30 years, starting with 8 years of active duty in the U.S. Air Force, operating and maintaining communication systems worldwide. She worked on many groundbreaking projects during her career for Boeing, Raytheon, and Northrop Grumman. It has been her lifelong mission to serve as a role model to girls and women in a male-dominated industry by instilling her motto, "Be brave and true to yourself." She was the president of Women in Aviation International in San Diego chapter, has secured aviation scholarships for young women, and mentored women interested in Navy flight training. For more than 20 years, she has helped inspire thousands of young girls and women through speaking engagements, mentoring and outreach events in her local community and around the globe. Jill has won many awards, including being elected as the Fellow of the Royal Aeronautical Society in London in 2019. It is our pleasure to honor the outstanding achievements of Jill Myers.
What motivates me the most, especially as I get older, is inspiring the next generation, inspiring especially young girls. Hi, I'm Jill Myers. I am the president of Myers Aero Consulting, which is an aviation management consulting firm here in Albuquerque. I got my pilot's license when I was 17 years old in high school, and flew for a while after that. Joined the Air Force. They wouldn't let me fly because I was a girl. You know, in my field of aerospace and aviation, women are such a small percentage of all of the career fields. You know, pilots, women are worldwide just approaching 7% of pilots are female. So what I really love to do most and what really drives me these days is utilizing my experience and my knowledge and my network to get people out in front of young girls, to let them know what career opportunities there are for them and that they really can achieve any goals that they have in their mind, regardless of what the field is. There's definitely a need to have organizations that promote and support and help women striving for STEM careers or already in STEM careers. But I think that what really has to happen is more focus on awareness at all levels of management, that it really shouldn't matter, and then just really look at the skills people have. Sally Ride once said, "You can't be what you can't see." It's so important for kids to see people doing those jobs that they don't think girls can do. Hi. I must say I was really blown away to be selected as one of the 6 honorees for this year's Women in Technology Award. I want to thank the New Mexico Tech Council and definitely congratulate the other honorees, all who represent very different STEM fields, which is something I think is pretty cool. I've been involved in STEM since, well, long before it was called STEM. When I was a kid, I started building models of aircraft and aircraft carriers when I was about 8 years old, and went on to really prefer the science and math classes in school. In fact, in high school, I was in all the AP classes, and in English, I failed Macbeth, I don't know who fails Shakespeare, but my teacher is on Facebook with me and still teases me about that. I went on to get my pilot's license at the age of 17, no surprise to my parents because of my passion for aviation from the age of 12. And I joined the Air Force and later got my degree in aerospace engineering, where I went on to have an amazing career working on really awesome aircraft and meeting wonderful people all over the world, many of whom I'm still friends with. But the most important thing to me now is to inspire the next generation of girls and young women, to let them know that they can aspire to be anything they want to be. And we really do focus on the STEM fields because of the lack of equity in the opportunities that are offered. Women are currently only 6% of all licensed pilots in the world, only 2% of aircraft mechanics. So we really need to shift the balance. We need to all be role models. Let these young girls know that the sky is not the limit, that they can be anything they want to be, and to provide them the support to get there. So thank you to the New Mexico Tech Council for shining such a bright light on women in technology.
Okay, so I am really excited to give a shout out to UNM and CNM for their mobile app contest. In January, the Office of the Chief Information Officer at University of New Mexico sponsored the 7th annual mobile app contest. This was a coding challenge for students currently enrolled in UNM and CNM and designed to encourage innovation in higher education through the creation of mobile applications which can function to positively impact the surrounding community. The teams were judged in 2 stages. The first was on their technical, and the second was on presentation. It was truly an honor to participate this year as a judge, and not easy. So I just wanted to take a moment to recognize the great program and the success in getting students involved in meaningful coding and development projects. So before we resume our program, I'd like to recognize our innovation sponsors. CNM Ingenuity, First Citizens Bank, Intentional Finance, Kosh Solutions, Loza and Loza, New Mexico Gas Company, P&M, Rural Sourcing, the Rhodes Group, Sabio Systems, Sandia National Labs, Sue Ann Athens, former WIT honoree, and with the State of New Mexico's Workforce Solutions, True Health New Mexico, Unite Private Networks, UNM School of Engineering, and Versatile MAD. Thank you again to all of our sponsors. Without your support, we could not do what we do. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce Iseka, She Leads Tech, to award our first scholarship of the day. Iseka, thank you for your support and commitment to young women in STEM, and our community is so grateful.
Hello, my name is Lisa Kerr, and I am the current president of the ISACA New Mexico chapter. ISACA is a professional organization that promotes IT auditors and IT security professionals and helps them obtain their certifications and has many different certifications available for them. ISACA celebrated their 50th anniversary last year, and I am proud to say I first joined ISACA in 2004 and obtained my Certified Information System Auditor certification in 2006. So I have been working in the IT audit arena for a number of years, and when I first started there were very few women in the program, and I am so excited that ISACA has also developed a She Leads Tech initiative, and that the Women in Technology Conference is providing a perfect opportunity to us to promote women in the profession and to pay back to the community in a meaningful and significant way that which a lot of us received. And for myself, I would say that I was a single parent going to school. I had 2 children, and the only way I got through school was to obtain scholarships and grants through various institutions, and I made a commitment then that I would pay it forward. And so from a very personal perspective, I am delighted to be presenting this scholarship for $2,500 to Ava Nunez. I believe she is an excellent candidate, and we are so proud and pleased to be offering this opportunity to her. Thank you.
Our next honoree is Kimball Seka-Kwaptewa, and she's the Chief Technology Director at the Santa Fe Indian School. She has spent the bulk of her career addressing regional broadband connectivity issues to support the implementation of tribal-owned networks. She led 6 tribes in New Mexico to apply for an $8 million loan of support to construct 2 60-mile fiber optic networks, bringing broadband to rural underserved pueblos, increasing speeds as much as 3,000% and decreasing monthly costs by as much as 95%. She continues her dedication to connectivity in rural areas, working to expand the fiber network to connect all 19 pueblos, as well as the Navajo Nation and Apache tribes. She collaborates with Native libraries, school districts, and the state of New Mexico to bring resources to rural areas. As a Native educator, she works diligently with the tribal libraries to bring STEM activities to elementary and middle school students. Through the broadband efforts, she has begun working with 2 of our 2019 Women in Technology honorees, Paige Prescott and Jennifer Case Navarez. We are pleased to honor Kimball Seka-Kwaptewa.
I don't actually know what I want to do when I grow up yet. So I think what I've learned is, category or no category, label or no label. I think we just do what we can and look for opportunity in times and conditions and do it. My name is Kimball Seka-Kwaptewa. I'm the Chief Technology Director here at the Santa Fe Indian School. I am Hopi Texan, and I married into Cochiti Pueblo, where I'm a mother of 3. Our students come from the 19 pueblos, the Apache tribes and the Navajo Nation. We're an off-reservation boarding school, and as a tribally controlled school, we are an extension of community. And fortunately, through some of the work that we had already been doing in the communities, we laid the groundwork to build community networks that were so close to being realized, and we're able to work during COVID with some of the funds that are available to put permanent infrastructure in. So that's really our long-term goal. For women in STEM or women in technology or natives in technology or natives in computer science, we just need experience and opportunity and exposure. If those opportunities aren't in our high schools or our middle schools or our elementaries, how are we going to engage in those communities? Well, right now, I think I'm most proud of the recent work that we completed by putting in the 120 miles of fiber optic infrastructure, connecting 6 pueblos in New Mexico. I'm excited to make the world just a little bit better place for my children and their children. Hi, it's Kimball. I want to thank the New Mexico Technology Council for bringing us together today to celebrate all the accomplishments of all the awardees, and in particular our tribal connectivity efforts. For me personally, I want to thank my family for being my rock. I want to thank my mom in Texas, who loves me unconditionally from afar. For my Aunt Marlene, who's modeled leadership through a life's work for the Hopi tribe. To my husband and my 3 kids, who are resigned to living in a very dirty house. To my parents here in Cochiti, Andy and Jean Quintana, who brought me in so very long ago as a daughter, and to their 8 kids, 26 grandkids, and 22 great-grandkids, who really inspire my work. I I want to thank the Santa Fe Indian School for believing in me to do things that weren't done before without second guessing the idea behind what seemed like a very big feat, for instance, building the regional education networks. And for continuing to believe in me, because it occurred to me that why stop with the 6 tribes we started with? Why not connect all the 22 tribes in New Mexico? I just want to thank the women and the men who built these regional networks with me. I didn't do this alone. It was a group of us in the Hemazia and the Middle Rio Grande Consortia who worked week after week to build these networks. We didn't know Layer 1 construction, we didn't know permitting, we didn't know FCC waivers, but we partnered with public and private groups who taught us what we needed to know. And when we didn't know an answer, we looked amongst ourselves and we said, who has the expertise to get us over this next hurdle? So it's really on behalf of those teams that I accept this award today. And I look forward to knowing all of them, all of you guys, and continuing our work in the future, both for education and to increase the prosperity and the well-being for our tribal communities. So thank you.
And our next honoree is Dr. Sharon Sessions. Sharon is a professor of physics at the New Mexico Institute of Mining and Technology. In 2016, she was designated the New Mexico Tech Liaison for Socorro Consolidated School District, where she has made it her mission to provide opportunities for students to collaborate. Through the creation of StormForce, a science technology effort combined with arts, mathematics, and engineering, she has provided space to promote learning and relationship building at a community-wide level. She believes that uniting a community to bring about change is critical and requires exceptional leadership. According to the American Institute of Physics, in 2014, only 10% of full professors in physics were women. Achieving this professional status demonstrated exceptional performance as a researcher, teacher, and leader in service, most notable in her case-building relationship between New Mexico Tech and the Socorro community. Sharon is dedicated to her local community, working with the local institute to develop solutions to foster health and stability that more students may pursue in education. We are so pleased to recognize Dr. Sharon Sessions. Please help us honor her.
If there was one thing that I could do to influence my profession, it would really be to make it seem not so scary to people. I'm Sharon Sessions. I'm a professor of physics at New Mexico Tech. If you say, oh, I'm a physicist, then it's usually one of 2 responses. Somebody gets really excited and wants to ask you questions, which is a really cool response, or somebody just says, oh. I loved math, so that's why I became a physicist, and came to a point during my postdoc where I said, I love what I'm doing, and I wanted to really work on problems that I thought were really important to solve. Climate change rose to the top of that list, so I transitioned, came to New Mexico Tech, and worked with one of my colleagues very closely who mentored me into atmospheric physics. I think that in order for more women to reach the top leadership positions in STEM, developing a sense of self-confidence is really one of the most important things. Women do not need to act like men to be successful in STEM. I think that if there's a situation or environment where they feel that that's the case, then it's the environment that needs to change, not the women. I also feel that it's important for people to recognize that they have something unique and special that they can bring to the table that needs to be appreciated and acknowledged.
I'd like to start by thanking the New Mexico Technology Council for this honor. This really truly is a special honor. And I'd like to take this opportunity to share 2 things that I've found really inspirational to me in these kind of challenging times. The first is the idea of becoming limitless. For women who seek to be leaders, the first thing I'd like to do is encourage you to identify your goal, visualize it, see yourself succeeding and believe it. Adopt a mindset that you can achieve it. And that's often harder than it sounds because it means letting go of the beliefs that limit us in the first place. But once you have a mindset for success, then cultivate your motivation or your purpose. This is the why of your goal. I recently heard purpose being defined as passion in service of others. And that really resonated with me because I've often found that it's easier to do hard things when you're doing them on behalf of somebody else. It can be a powerful motivator. And I'd also like you to recognize that there are methods or skills that you can learn and practice to take you from wherever you are now to where you want to be. Learn something new every day, and you will grow and achieve more than you ever thought possible. You will become limitless. And the second thing I'd like to share with you is gratitude. In the face of challenge and chaos, gratitude can literally rewire our brains to be more positive, more resilient, and to have more happiness. I'm grateful for this honor. I'm grateful for the opportunities that have opened up for me and for the failures that I've grown from. Most of all, I'm grateful for the people who have supported me along the way. Thank you.
Our next honoree, Karen Shiozaki, is the Executive Vice President and CIO of TMST. Her role is to drive fiscally responsible innovation that yields the best returns to her company and is embodied by her motto, business relevance over technology elegance. Currently, Karen is managing the largest bankruptcy case in U.S. history. Cyber risk management, information governance, and litigation support are core capabilities that must be managed within financial parameters that are now more restrictive than under normal circumstances. Introducing new technology solutions to deal with terabytes of evidence was a major cultural and budgetary shift for the legal teams. Karen is a firm believer in women helping women. She has served as a mentor for Women Unlimited and SIM Women, which support women in mid-level positions aspiring to become senior leaders in business and technologies, and women seeking CX roles. Since 2008, she has been very involved with Girls Inc. in Santa Fe, serving as board chair and working on a multitude of projects for the organization. As the current board president for Santa Fe Alliance for Science, she works diligently to further STEM education at Santa Fe Public Schools. She has also been actively involved in the New Mexico Technology Council throughout the years, and we appreciate that very much. It is our pleasure to recognize Karen Shiozaki.
I had a mentor once who said, as you're going through life, you're going to run into obstacles, and she said, just remember, no means no for now. Just keep trying. Hi, I'm Karen Shiozaki. I am the Executive Vice President and Chief Information Officer for TMST Inc., which is a mortgage company, and we're based in Santa Fe. I think this is a really exciting time to be in technologies. I sort of like the disruptive nature of our industry right now. You might hear some women talk about they've got to act like a man, they've got to network like the guys, they've got to be part of that old boys network. It's like, really? No, you don't. Ladies, I have to tell you, one of the key things you need to do is there's a sisterhood. Let's face it, there are certain challenges in business and careers that we face that the guys don't. And having a solid female peer-to-peer network is going to help you navigate those. I think when you think about the events that have happened recently, it just really has brought to light that there is still a lot of inequality in society today. I'm very active in STEM outreach because I think that is hugely important in order for us to keep the pipeline of talent supplied for our profession. So I am president of the board of the Santa Fe Alliance for Science, and we do a lot of work with Santa Fe Public Schools to increase the STEM capabilities of the students as well as the teachers. Just like women that came before me got rid of a lot of barriers, I've got to try and get rid of those for women and then help them navigate those as they progress in their careers. The most powerful lesson I've learned is that you need to be true to yourself. You're going to be faced with a lot of different challenges, and whatever decision you make, you've got to just stay authentic and remain true to yourself. Many thanks to the New Mexico Technology Council for honoring me with this award, and congratulations to my fellow honorees. When I look at your accomplishments, I'm extremely proud to be included in this group of strong, smart, and brave women. I also want to thank Dr. Ed Angel, who nominated me for this award. Ed and I have been collaborating on a number of projects to help the kids and teachers in the Santa Fe Public Schools to be more confident and comfortable with computer science. I couldn't have asked for a better partner for the task or a better friend. Now, this is the 12th year of the Women in Technologies Award. It's an important award because it celebrates women who are successful in STEM. Now, you've heard the saying, you can't be what you can't see. The WIT Awards put forth many successful role models that can inspire individuals to new levels of achievement. I cannot stress enough how powerful that is. Now, I happen to be in the IT vertical of STEM careers. We're facing a significant talent shortage overall, and it's particularly concerning when you see the dwindling numbers of women and persons of color in IT. I believe that each individual needs to actively support the next generation of technology leaders. If we don't take action, we have no one to blame but ourselves for the diminishing IT talent pool. Now, a concept that I embrace is women helping women. But gentlemen, you too are important actors in this effort. So let's join forces because we cannot do this without you. And in closing, a note of appreciation for the New Mexico Tech Council. Your work in elevating New Mexico's STEM profile, in supporting professional diversity, is so important, especially in these challenging times. Thank you for all that you do. And thank you again for this recognition.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Quay, and I was the 2019 winner of the Women in Technology Scholarship from the New Mexico Tech Council. I've had an incredible year with a lot of success, and I'd like to talk about some of the things I've been working on. But first and foremost, I'd like to say huge congratulations out to the 2020 winner. This is a big deal and a game changer for your career. The first thing I did when I received the scholarship was to formulate a game plan. I evaluated, reevaluated my goals, and created a trajectory to achieve them. I wanted to finish my computer science degree. With the advisement of the computer science program at New Mexico Tech, I started my coursework in math and science at CNM. I was also busy at Consumer 51, the technology agency I work for, where I oversee large web projects, and together with my team won multiple awards. So over the past year, I had to be dedicated. I made hard decisions to prioritize my time and effort, and I always came back to my core goal of finishing my degree. This scholarship matured me. Not only did it give me the opportunity to think outside of an obligation to a job, it was also the catalyst for my higher education and higher learning in STEM. My interests have expanded beyond measure into areas I thought were out of my lane: biotechnology, data science, machine learning, and bioinformatics. Prior to winning this scholarship, I had the goal of doing development in the emerging technology space, specifically augmented and virtual realities. Next month, I'll be at New Mexico Tech working towards bringing these projects to life. With that, I'd like to switch focus to the 2020 winner. It's with a heartfelt congratulations. May this scholarship be transformative, exciting, and empowering. Good luck.
Hi, I'm Sarah Keller, the Vice President of Community Engagement for New Senda Credit Union. We are so excited to be a part of the New Mexico Tech Council's Women in Technology event today. New Senda has a long and rich history with education initiatives across the state of New Mexico. And now more than ever, we're seeing those initiatives change so that they're really focused on STEM career development. And for good reason. We know one of the best ways to advance our economy and to really change what's happening in the lives of New Mexicans is to work hard to be at the forefront of developing technologies and helping New Mexicans achieve their dreams. Today, we're so excited to award this year's Women in Technology Scholarship to Anna Janisek. Anna, we were so inspired by your application, your drive, your determination, and your dedication to making your dreams come true. We cannot wait to see what you accomplish now and in the future for our New Mexicans as an engineer. Congratulations.
Hi, my name is Anna Janisek, and I'm a rising junior at the University of New Mexico. I am currently pursuing a Bachelor's of Science in Electrical Engineering. I work at Leidos, a contracting company for the Air Force Research Laboratory, and I'm also a student blogger for the university. I cannot thank the New Mexico Technology Council and New Senda enough for this award. Not only will this scholarship allow me to take a few hours off both my jobs and dedicate more time to my studies, but it ensures I will no longer have to take out any more student loans. This is a huge relief for me. I've been working so hard these last 2 years to make ends meet, and now the New Mexico Technology Council and New Senda has given me the chance to start channeling my energy into something new. I can't wait to start researching more opportunities, such as presenting at conferences or publishing articles. I can start dedicating more time to my student organizations, such as the Society of Women Engineers. Finally, I will begin to start researching graduate schools and laboratory groups as I enter the next stage of my engineering education. Thank you so much for choosing me. I am honored to accept this award.
So didn't we mention that these women were really amazing in their careers and their accomplishments? Let's all give our recognition award winners one virtual final round of applause. So I do have to admit in closing that this was probably one of the very first times that I've actually put on heels and worn dress clothes in a couple of months. I know we're all living through challenging times. We wish you all the very best health and safety and encouragement as we all go through this digital transformation and change in our environments and our lives. We're all in this together, and we're all going to come out doing just fine and probably doing new and innovative things, just like we are here today. So thank you so much for joining us today and for your support of the New Mexico Technology Council, one of our most important and abundant resources in New Mexico, women in technology. Have a great day.